Hey everyone, it's Dan Wardrope here from Flexxable. I want to talk to you today about how you can double the price that your clients are willing to pay. Well, maybe not double, maybe 25 to 50% extra on what they're paying at the moment. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Below this video, I'm going to also give you the email to send to your clients that you're running leads for on a cost per lead basis. And you can send it yourself and see what happens, okay? Because I can guarantee you it's going to make a big difference to what you're doing and what they're paying. But before I do, we're really trying to spread the word about performance-based pay per lead marketing. We're obviously excited about it. We obviously think it's going to change a lot of people's lives, agency owners' lives. So if you can subscribe, it's really going to help us spread the word. It also means you're going to be able to get lots of good tips and easy things to do and little hacks like I'm about to show you consistently twice a week. Okay, so how did this come about? So I was on the call this morning with my weekly call inside Pay Per Lead Blueprint, and one of the guys was like, Dan, you know, I'm generating leads in solar. I'm getting leads for $50 and I'm selling them for $50. I'm not making any money. I need to charge more, but they're worried about quality. So what can I do? What can I do to make a difference? And the first thing that I said to him, and this is the most obvious, fastest one he can get, is to install pin verification on his funnel using a tool like LeadsHook. Okay, so it can be done without LeadsHook. I'm not going to explain how it works, but if you just search pin verification LeadsHook, you'll be able to, in Google, you'll be able to see, you know, all about it. And I know Nick's the owner of LeadsHook, has already got a lot of kind of training guides on that. In fact, I'll probably just link to it. That might be the easiest way below this video. And what happens then is people go through your funnel and they have to get sent a message with a pin, like a 6-digit pin usually, which they have to put back into the funnel in order to become a lead. So if you think about it, you know, normally 100 leads comes through your funnel and 30% of them are probably not interested. They're not going to pick up the phone. They're dodgy. They could be hoax or whatever. Okay, so if you install pin verification and position it as a way for them to either jump the queue and get better service or get served faster, or you talk about the reason you're doing this is for, you know, over here it's GDPR, it could be data protection, whatever it is, you want to make sure that everything's validated and you know, rock solid as far as a client's privacy is concerned, because that's a big topic at the moment. Sometimes it doesn't increase your cost per lead at all if your offer is strong enough and you transition properly, but other times it might be, you know, 10 to 15% extra on your cost per lead than what you're paying at the moment. But the beauty is that you're able to sell the leads for more, because every single client that I've ever worked with, including myself, that's got a sales team, wants to work less leads that are better quality, because it means you have less overhead, your sales team pumped, they're excited to work for you, they make bigger commissions, all of that type of stuff. So if you're working in you know, insurance or whatever, car finance or whatever that market is, and you have a big client who's buying a couple of 100 leads a day from you, or even 50 leads a day, they're going to be much happier to halve their order volume and pay twice if they can get the same results or better, twice as much, because it means that they've got less overheads. Life is easier for them. So consider this, please consider this. All right. So what does this email say? Well, I'm going to link to what I wrote on the call this morning, but it's basically something along the lines of, hey, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, I see based on our conversations that the lead quality is a bit of an issue at the moment. The problem is that we're not making any money, and both parties need to make money because our cost per lead is too high. We're working on a solution that enables both parties to win, i.e. you guys to work less leads that are better quality, and for us to make some margin on what we're doing so we can keep running as a business and help your business grow. This is not what my email says anyway, but it's a version 2 of my email. So Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, what we've been working on is a system which allows every lead that comes through your funnel to be verified by a pin that they enter back into our funnel before they can become a lead and before they sold to you. That means you have no hoax, you have no wrong numbers, everyone's motivated to pick up the phone, and these leads are going to be like gold dust. But the problem is the cost per lead is going to be higher for obvious reasons. But we're looking at implementing and building it for you exclusively over the next 3 or 4 days. I want to send you a video on what this looks like. If you're interested, I think we should test this inside your system and see what you think. Let me know if this is something you want to look at, because I think it's going to reduce your overheads, going to get you better quality leads and motivate your sales team more. Okay, let me know, Dan, at the bottom. Something along those lines. I kind of ad-libbed, and I ad-libbed this morning as I was typing it out. And that really, when you think about it, who's going to say no to that? Okay, it means you can sell less leads and make more money. Okay, if you're selling 100 leads for $50 a lead, and you're only making $5 a lead, which is $500 a week, you could be selling 50 leads at $100 and making $40 a lead, which is $2,000 a week in profit. So something like this, sometimes you don't need to worry about the CPMs or writing better creative. Sometimes there's hacks that you can do like this that are going to make you more margin, rather than messing around inside the ad networks or trying to find a new hook or a new creative or a new image or something like that. Sometimes you've got to think outside of the box, and this is a perfect way to do that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Again, subscribe if you want more tips like this there every Tuesday and every Thursday. Enjoy.